So today is the last lecture session for module 1. So in this lecture session, we are going to discuss about the diesel engine fuel injectors, right? Different types of fuel injectors, the functions of fuel injector, and the comparison between fuel injector actuated by solenoid valve and fuel injector actuated by piezoelectric crystals. Okay. So in today's lecture, this is the outline of the presentation. So agenda is like this. We'll start with the simple diagram of a fuel injector for CI engine. Then we'll discuss about fuel injector types, different types of fuel injectors, and working of a fuel injector. And coming to the electronic fuel injector, we have two different types of electronic fuel injectors. One is actuated by solenoid valve and the other one is actuated by piezoelectric effect. Okay. So today's lecture is going to be simple and this is the last lecture for module 1. So coming to the fuel injector. So in the last lecture we have discussed about various fuel supply systems of diesel engine. Okay. So in today's lecture we are going to study about the fuel injector in detail. Okay. So if you refer this diagram, so this is the complete assembly of fuel injector. Okay. And this complete part we call it as fuel injector, and this one is what we call it as the fuel nozzle. At the bottom of the fuel nozzle, a orifice will be there. Orifice is nothing but an opening. It can be a single hole or it can be a multiple hole. Okay, the fuel injector can have either single hole or multiple hole. And the opening and closing of this orifice, that is done by a needle valve. Right here you will find a needle valve, and as the needle valve moves up, we say that the injector is open. Right, orifice is open. Thereby the high pressure fuel from the high pressure pump, right, fuel injection pump you have studied, correct, in the fuel supply system. From the high pressure fuel injection pump, fuel will enter through this. This is the fuel supply line, and through this it enters. And here you will find a passage for the fuel to pass through. As the fuel passes through, and when the needle valve moves up, then orifice will open and spray will be there. Fuel spray will be there. And there are two methods by which we can have the activation of the fuel injector. It can be by mechanical means or it can be by electrical means, right? If it is electrical fuel, if it is by either by mechanical or by electronic fuel injection. If it is electronic fuel injection, then we have to give power supply. Okay. And using that power supply, we will have the opening and closing of the orifice. So the opening and closing of the orifice is done by the power supply that is given to the fuel injector, right? And the activation can be either by solenoid method or by piezoelectric method. Okay. And when the needle valve closes, when the orifice closes, then because of the high pressure, the excess fuel will return back to the fuel oil tank. Okay. So this is the complete working, and various detailed parts are given in this diagram. Right. And in detail, if you go to the nozzle part alone, okay, this is a complete fuel injector, and the opening of the needle valve or the orifice is because of the of the solenoid valve in the case of electronic fuel injector. And so this is the this is fuel nozzle body. So here you can see an orifice, and this is what we are referring it as. So if the needle valve moves up, then this is open, and this is the entry of the fuel. This is the flow passage of the fuel, right? Fuel entry through the passage, and it is going to get sprayed when the orifice opens. And when the needle valve moves down, it closes the orifice and it prevents the entry of fuel through the flow passage. Okay, so the detailed diagram is shown here. This is what we are referring it as needle valve, right? This needle valve, this is the valve seat. the valve seat where the needle valve sits. Okay. If it is completely closed, if the needle valve sits in the valve seat and it is going to completely close, and the entry of fuel through the flow passage to this portion we call it as a sac, right? Or a chamber where the fuel is going to be available before it is going to be sprayed. Okay. So it closes the when the valve is open, then there is passage for the fuel to enter. That high pressure fuel through the orifice, it is going to be sprayed or injected. This opening can be one or it can be multiple holes, right? This hole can be one or we can have multiple holes. As the fuel issues out from the hole, it is going to get atomized and it is going to face the high pressure air, and thereby the ignition starts. Okay. So this is the fuel injector part. Coming to the different types of fuel injectors, in the case of CA engine, we based on the opening, right? We classify the fuel injectors, and based on the operating mechanism or actuating mechanism, we class. So based on the opening, we have fuel injectors with orifice, and another type is that you will not find an orifice. Instead, you will have a pindle. Pindle is nothing but a small needle, right? So you can have either an orifice or a pindle. And for the fuel injector provided with orifice, it can be either single hole, right? Both are possible. You can have either single hole or you can have multiple hole. If it is the case of a pindle, this pindle case also, you can have a hole at the center and a pindle. So at the annular space, the space between the needle and the opening, right? So through which fuel can issue. Or other possibility is that you will have one separate hole, right, which we call it as an auxiliary hole. So in the case of nozzle with pindle, you can have either an auxiliary hole or you may not have an auxiliary hole. Both are possible. Now let us say pindle is there and an auxiliary hole is there. So that type of injector we call it as Pintox injector. So Pintox injector is nothing but which has a pindle and an auxiliary hole. Okay. Coming to the operating mechanism, if you want to classify the fuel injectors based on the operating mechanism, then it can be based on mechanical means. The operation or the activation of the fuel injection can be either by mechanical means or by electronic means. These days, we don't have mechanically activated fuel injectors. That is absolute. Okay. We have now only electronic fuel injection. So under electronic fuel injection, there are again two methods. The activation can be either by solenoid or using piezoelectric crystals. Okay. So this is what we are going to discuss today. These are the various fuel injector types. Coming to the assembly, fuel injector assembly, if you see, the simple diagram is given here, right? So this is what we are referring it as an orifice. This is the nozzle. This complete setup we call it as fuel injector. This part, the bottommost portion, we call it as a nozzle. At the nozzle, we are going to have an opening or an orifice. Now, this is the flow passage through which the fuel is going to enter. Okay. And the opening and closing of the orifice is done by needle valve. This is needle valve. And this needle valve, because of the high pressure of the fuel, also it can open. Or by this, whereas the closing of the valve is done by the spring. So against the spring pressure only, the valve is going to open. And as soon as the power supply for the solenoid valve or to the piezoelectric crystal is stopped, that means it is going to de-energize. When it is de-energized, then by the action of the spring, it is going to close the orifice. A needle valve is going to close the orifice. Okay. So we need to have a needle valve for closing and opening of the orifice, and a nozzle is there. This is a complete fuel injector assembly. At the top, we are going to have a spring to close the needle valve. Okay. So I have told you that there are two ways by which the fuel can be injected. One is by having an orifice at the bottom of the nozzle, right? A small opening at the bottom of the nozzle. Or you can have a pintle. Pintle is nothing but a needle will be here. So when a needle is going to be there, the annular space between the needle and the opening of the nozzle, right? So through that fuel is going to issue. This is the flow passage through which fuel is supplied. Here also you can see. right, through which the fuel is going to be supplied. So we are going to have opening in the case of orifice. In the case of pintle, a needle is going to be there. Then the needle valve is going to sit on the valve seat. Both the cases valve seats are there, and the space between the needle, right, and the opening, that we call it a sac or pressure gallery. Oil pressure gallery or sac. Okay, so this is the fuel duct or the fuel, and this is needle valve, and this is the outer body, and this needle valve has a stem. Okay, so this is the complete fuel injector assembly part. So now coming to the nozzle operation, how does this nozzle will operate? So the fuel from the fuel tank, it is going to pass through the fuel supply pump, and then it is going to pass through the fuel oil filter. Then it comes to the fuel pump or fuel injection pump, where it is a high pressure pump. The pressure is going to be increased something around 200 to 2000 bar, right? And that high pressure fuel enters through this. So with the help of the high pressure pump, the fuel at high pressure, it's going to enter through the flow passage or the fuel duct. Okay, and there we have a needle valve. So this needle valve is going to be lifted up and down, right? For opening, it has to be lifted up, and because of the spring pressure, it will close automatically. Okay, so when the needle valve is open or when it moves up, the fuel is going to be injected through the orifice, right? In the case of nozzle provided with orifice, if it is going to be pintle, then the annular space between the pintle and the opening through which fuel is going to be sprayed. Okay, after injection, the pressure difference between the bottom and above of this is going to be varied, and thereby it pushes the needle valve to move up, and it closes the as the needle valve is when it moves down, it is going to close the orifice, and thereby the flow of the fuel is stopped. Okay, so this we have discussed already in the last lecture. At the start of injection, in the case of electronic fuel injection, as per theory, suddenly the mass flow rate will be increased, and there will be a continuous supply of mass flow rate during a certain time period, which we call it as pulse width. Then the supply of fuel is going to be stopped. Fuel supply stops. Okay, so this is how the fuel injection in electronic fuel injector takes place. Okay, the time duration or in terms of milliseconds, the time duration during which the fuel is going to be sprayed or injected is called pulse width. That also depends upon the crank angle turned during the operation of the diesel engine. Okay, so coming to the nozzle types, I have told you that basically there are two different types of nozzles. One we call it as nozzle, right? This is the nozzle part. Here you can see this is the orifice through which the fuel is going to be sprayed, and this is needle valve. Okay, so this portion is the flow passage for the fuel. So in the case of pintle, there is a small needle. So the gap between the needle and the annular space, gap between the needle, only if you are going to have an orifice, then the spray cone angle will be less. Whereas if you are going to have a pintle, then the spray cone angle will be wider. Wider spray cone angle are possible. So in the case of orifice nozzle, the injection pressure is something around 180 bar, and the orifice diameter is 200 microns, and the spray cone is very narrow. Only 15 degree spray cone angle is there for spray nozzle provided with orifice, and there is a possibility for the dribble or when even the valve closes, in the sac, whatever the portion of fuel that is present, that will start to dribble. Okay, that can be avoided if you are going for pintle nozzle. So in the pintle nozzle, at the end we will be having a needle. Okay, so that needle pin that will be extending outside the orifice. Okay, so here the fuel injection pressure is something around 100 bar. Okay, and the spray pattern, if you see the spray pattern in the case of pintle type fuel nozzle, we are going to have wider cone angle of around 60 degree. Okay, so this is hollow. This cone is hollow because at the center we are not going to have any fuel, because pintle is present. So only through the annular space the fuel is going to be sprayed. So this avoids the dribbling of the fuel because the sac, the fuel that is present in the sac will not be allowed to enter into the orifice because there is a small pin is present, so which will not allow the fuel to drip when the nozzle is not open. Okay. So this nozzle fuel injector provided with an orifice, right? Provided with orifice, it can have single hole or multiple hole, right? So here you can see there are 3 orifices, one at the center, one at the left side, one at the right side. So this is the spray cone angle of almost maximum of 15 degree for each orifice. Okay, here again 15 degree, here again 15 degree. Okay, this is in the case of multiple hole provided in nozzle orifice type fuel injector. And in the case of pintle type nozzle, so right, there is a needle here and we can have an axillary hole. So this axillary hole, what it will do is that it will start the injection by supplying fuel through this initially. Before the fuel can pass through the pintle, right, the annular space provided between the pintle, pilot fuel injection or pilot fuel is being supplied through the axillary hole. Thereby, it will start the ignition and the pressure that is available inside the engine cylinder because of the initial ignition or the pilot ignition. Thereby, as soon as the subsequent amount of fuel that is being supplied, that will undergo combustion properly because of the increase in pressure inside the engine cylinder due to the pilot injection. Okay, that is so. In the case of multiple hole nozzle, right, orifice, multiple orifice, we will have the maximum as possible, and the whole dimensions of around 35 to 200 this is micrometer. Okay, 35 to 200 micrometer, and the injection pressure is around 180 bar. And this multiple hole nozzles are usually used wherever we don't have the air motion, right, or the combustion chamber of Quotient type. Quotient combustion chambers are provided with multiple hole in order to have better mixing, right? So this involves more precision in the manufacturing of the fuel nozzle, as multiple holes are involved, and the maintenance costs are also going to be higher. In the case of we can provide orifice, right? So this axillary orifice, this will provide a small quantity of pilot fuel into the engine cylinder, right? And subsequently the main fuel will be supplied. Okay, so this is advantage. The axillary hole provided in the Pentax type nozzle is advantage at when the engine is going to operate at. So all the 4 combinations of the fuel injector nozzle is shown here. The fuel injector with an orifice with a single hole, and the second type is with the pintle. Needle is there projecting outside. Okay. This is pintle type. Now for the we called as Pentax type, where pintle is there and axillary opening is also there. Okay, so these are the 4 different types of nozzles. Okay, now coming to the actuation of this nozzle, right? We'll go to the actuation of the nozzle, and before we go to the actuation of the nozzle, so this diagram shows you the complete portion related to the nozzle and needle well. So this is the nozzle part. Okay, this is the fuel injector body, and this is the orifice or the nozzle opening orifice, and this is the needle valve, and the tip of the needle valve is shown here. So when the needle valve moves down, it is going to close the nozzle because the needle valve is going to sit in the valve seat. This part we call it the valve seat, and there is no passage for the fuel to enter. This is the fuel part. Okay, this is the fuel passage part, so through which fuel is going to enter. But as the needle valve closes, it sits in the valve seat. There is no space for the fuel to enter. Okay, and when the needle opens, high pressure fuel enters and it is going to be injected through the orifice. Now let us say the needle valve is closed, right? But remember, this portion we call it as a sac or the fuel gallery. Okay. So this portion, some amount of fuel is going to remain, and those fuels, as the engine operates due to the vibration, there will be dripping of the fuels through the orifice, right? So that is going to be there. So dripping of the fuel will be there through the orifice because of this sac portion. Okay. So to prevent this only, we have gone for the pintle type orifice, where we will be having a pin, right, extending from here. Okay. So that we call it as pintle type. In the case of pintle type, you can prevent the dripping of the fuel. Okay. Coming to the operation of electronic fuel injector, I have told you that there are two possibilities or mechanism by which the fuel injector can be operated. One is by electronic means and the other one is by the mechanical means. And these days we don't have mechanically operated injector is not there. We have only electronic fuel injection system. So in the case of electronic fuel injection system, there are again two possibilities. Either you can have a solenoid valve or you can have a piezoelectric crystal. A set of piezoelectric crystals will be there. So both are possible. Okay. In these two cases, we have to supply voltage. Okay. The actuation mechanism can be by solenoid or by piezo crystals. Right. So these piezo crystals will be having something around hundreds in number, and we'll be stacking the slices of the piezoelectric crystals. We'll be stacking them, and I think like you have studied about piezoelectric effect, right? Yes, are you aware? Yes. Anybody is there? Hello, Shweta Manian, John George, Ayush Chuk. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So electronic fuel injector. So injection is controlled by opening and closing of the needle valve, right? So normally the high pressure fuel which acts which is going to act both above and below the needle valve, right? Whenever the pressure difference exists between the above and below part of the fuel that is present in the needle valve, above and below, because the pressure imbalance is going to move up and down. So thereby the fuel is going to be right. So to make this needle valve to move up and down, we have an actuator mechanism that can be either by solenoid or by piezoelectric effect. Okay. So due to the action of the needle valve, the fuel is going to be injected through the orifice, right? Power supply to the actuating mechanism, either the solenoid valve or to the piezoelectric crystals, is then the fuel supply is stopped through the orifice. So coming to the operation of the electronic fuel injector. So initially, right? Initially what will happen? There is no voltage applied, right? Assume that we are going to have either solenoid or piezoelectric crystals for actuating the fuel nozzle. Okay. So initially there is no voltage is applied. When there is no voltage is applied, then the pressure of the above and below the needle valve is going to be same, right? And if pressure there is no imbalance, then the orifice is going to be closed. Valve is closed, right? This is the needle valve. So when the below portion and above portion are having to be same pressure, then it is going to be closed. Now let us say the fuel that is present above this is going to be drained, or somehow we are going to make this to leave. So here at the top the pressure is going to be less, at the bottom the pressure is going to be more. So thereby the needle is going to move up. When it moves up, the valve opens or the orifice opens and injection happens. So in the first step there is no voltage applied and there is a balanced pressure. So orifice is closed, there is no fuel injection. And now in the second case, we are going to provide the voltage, we are going to energize the coil, and the solenoid valve or the piezoelectric crystal. So that is going to actuate because of the imbalance of the pressure, right? And as the imbalance of the pressure happens, valve slightly starts to open, still the orifice is closed and there is no injection. In the next step, what will happen? Because of the energizing the coil, the needle valve opens completely, orifice is also open and fuel spray starts. And to stop, the voltage supplied is stopped and there is going to be again a balancing of pressure both above and below the needle valve, and the orifice is going to be closed and fuel injection stops. Okay, so this is the solenoid fuel injector. So in this diagram you can see, right? Here we have the activating mechanism, solenoid activating mechanism. Thereby the fuel that is present here, that will be allowed to leave. This valve will open, and the above the needle valve, whatever fuel that is there, that is going to leave. Thereby the pressure imbalance is being created. So solenoid valve consists of three parts basically. One is the coil, right? This circuit will be there, right? Electromagnetic coil will be there. Then a plunger is going to be there. That plunger is going to be provided inside a sleeve. Okay, inside the sleeve, the plunger is going to move. Thereby, it is going to open the orifice that is present at the above part of the needle valve. Thereby, the fuel flow from here can be controlled. Because of this, the pressure difference is going to exist, and the valve is going to, and thereby the orifice is going to open at the bottom of the needle valve. Okay, so this is how it works. I'll show you a small video how this solenoid valve works, and most of the CRDA engines, right, common rail direct injection cases, we will be using this solenoid fuel injector, and the latest one is piezoelectric fuel injectors. Now you watch this video. This is working of the engine. So here you can see this is what we call it as the fuel injector, right? This is the fuel injector part. This is operating by solenoid valve. So this is the solenoid activation. So here this portion is supplied with high voltage. Because of the energization, this solenoid valve works. This is the needle valve. As the needle valve moves up and down, orifice opens and it starts spraying. See, fuel spray. Okay, this is about solenoid valve activation. And the latest one is the piezo. Hello, are you there? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Ajay? Yeah. What is piezoelectric effect? So now let us say there are certain materials. If you are going to apply some load on the material, right? If you are going to apply some stress by means of applying load, it is going to be subject to stress. And because of this stress, voltage will be produced, right? Some electric charges are going to be created. So that we call it as piezoelectric effect. Inverse piezoelectric effect. This means if you apply the voltage, high voltage, deformation of the material, right? So the same material, when it undergoes some deformation because of the stress or load that is being applied, it is going to generate some voltage. The other way is that to the same material, if you are going to apply some high voltage, the material will undergo deformation. So that deformation we are going to use for activating the needle valve. Okay, so here you can see this is the main component in the piezoelectric fuel injector. This has something around 100 numbers of piezoelectric crystals. So to this piezoelectric crystal, when you are going to apply voltage, high voltage, so it is going to undergo deformation slightly. So thereby it is going to activate the needle valve and the fuel is going to be supplied. So now you watch this video. This is about Bosch fuel injector, which works on piezoelectric effect or inverse piezoelectric effect. So that is about piezoelectric fuel injector. So this is the latest one, right? So compared to the solenoid fuel injector, so this is very fast and response is quick. It almost 5 to 10 times faster. Okay. So when you compare the difference between the solenoid actuated fuel injector and piezoelectric actuated fuel injector. So piezoelectric is the latest one. This is most complicated system, and it is bulkier in size, and cost wise also it is costly compared to the solenoid fuel injector. Whereas the fuel injection is very precise, right, and it is reliable, and the rate at which the fuel injected is very fast, right? Response is very quick. This is less noisy, and thereby the combustion is also almost complete, and the emissions are also comparatively lower. So that is why we go for this piezoelectric type fuel injector. Okay. So that's, and with this we complete our module 1. Yes, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Ajay Shine.
Yes, sir.
See Ajay.